Hello everybody, my name is Ace, and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron IV Kaiserreich as Sweden. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, we have landed a troop into Iceland for our first step into trying to capitulate the Entente, because I think that is the only way we can ever possibly actually win this war. The Commune of France is looking extremely sad. Over here in Ukraine, it's going okay, but I don't know how long that's going to last, because again, Britain, at least for right now, has no manpower, 57 division, so any casualties they take is going to be pretty bad for them. And we still have control over all this territory up here as well. There's a lot of German troops as well into the south. Austria still can theoretically join the war on the side of Germans. Because Italy over here, if they haven't done, like, they can destroy the SRA. Like, right now, at any time, if the Italian Republic takes this event, we're probably just dead. Because I don't think there's any way I can capitulate the Austrians, the Germans, and the Canadians. That seems like a very big ask. I'm still surprised, like, is that really faster than going through, it's, okay, so it's one, I guess it's 3 provinces as opposed to 4, so it probably is slightly faster. I mean, it looks kind of bad, but France, please let me have your... You don't even have any ports anymore, other than a handful in the south. Just let me have control of your navy, because that's, I think, going to be best case scenario for everyone involved. Like, we're even being gentle with everybody. Like, we're not even being, like, too bad to all the people we're occupying. So we are looking at another 17 days. All these boats are just really bad. Please deploy into this port. I feel like there's probably a better way to do this, but that's fine. Just deploy there for right now. Have all these your ships kind of just deploy. I know it's outdated, but that's fine. Modern naval tactics research bonus. A bonus for research. Well, I want the extra research slot, because we probably actually do want to start going down the naval doctrines. This is like the slowest marching man in the world. 16 days. I understand that you're marching through the forest or through the mountains. Maybe send to the mountaineering division up there. Actually, probably would have been the smarter way to go. I'm surprised the Swiss are actually pushing through southern Germany. Like, that's insanity to me. The French are halfway to capitulation, but that's because they have not taken Paris yet. We really are we're the only ones really standing up. No division of basic training. Oh, yeah, there's some manpower now. Well, I did build like a handful of light tanks. Am I still building light tanks? Don't even worry about that. Like, who cares? That's not going to help us out at all. Do I want to train more troops, though? Well, what do we have? We have a bunch of equipment. Build like 3 more divisions, I guess. Now the game's also telling me low manpower, so I don't know what it wants. It wants so many things. What are you guys doing? You're just hanging out. You should just go dock. I mean, it is showing us that there's actually nobody in like Rostock or anything like that, but again, there's about almost 200 boats in the Baltic Sea right now, so we're not going to be able to get any of that done. How many troops are in this region? It's about even. So an invasion of the United Kingdom might actually be viable. See, that's what I was worrying about. I was worried that the Portuguese would actually arrive fast enough. Oh, looks like we actually got a British troop coming to assist us. That's nice. A hussar. Thanks for showing up, I guess. Some French troops are also showing up here. Trying to help liberate our ally, I guess. But that's not actually that important. It'd be really nice if we can actually just invade Britain again. you know, reclaim this. Your port province. Is there any other ports to the north? No, it looks like it's just this one at level 5. So, you know what? I'm going to set up an invasion plan from Scapa Flow to Rossith. Assuming that's probably terribly mispronounced, but what can I do? We're going to send 1 division to go do that. Please, for the love of God, just take the boat. You don't have to go all the way around. I might lose this division. That's entirely possible, but how come your troops actually like so shit? Experience is bad. Okay. I guess that's understandable. Let's get even more oil processing. I think a synthetic refinery is probably going to be important. We'll build one in Svealand. Okay, so we'll defeat this guy. British troops are very slowly going to try to take over the rest of Iceland. Counterattack, and then please push them out of the province. Thank you. The Portuguese have actually shown up behind us. That's extremely rude. It's actually owned by the Canadians. Yeah, strangely enough. So now you're actually going to have a penalty because you're not going to have any supplies. Please just die and let me march onto the province. For the love of God, let me march a little bit faster. France, can you just kill this 1 Portuguese troop instead of leaving immediately? That would be so swell. If my 1 troop get intercepted, he did. He might just straight up die. Which is not great. Again, are these 2 areas pretty much under our control? Friendly ships. Apparently like 1 million of them. Nobody over here yet. Nobody over there yet. The Mexicans are showing up way into Iceland as well, which is... Sure. Where are my boats? Are they engaged in combat at all? Be there in 15 hours. So you didn't die, necessarily. You got close, but you didn't die. And if we can take over the capital here, Iceland can be reinstated as a nation. And then these Portuguese and Canadian troops will not be able to reinforce, at least. So it's going to take 4 days. Germany's declared war in Georgia. Sure. Are they still totalists? They are. I don't know how that's really going to affect anybody, because I don't think they don't really have any borders with them. Are you at least winning this fight? This is considered risky. Do I invade with these troops? Perhaps. This is going to take a long time, but I don't really care. I think getting the research is probably very important. We still have more dockyards. Build more submarines here. Please kill this reinforcement. Denmark's been called into the Georgia war. Like, I wish, game, I don't actually care about that stuff. Yeah, all the Canadian troops had just shown up in Reykjavik. We were so close to actually taking over Iceland as well. What's your problem? You don't have troops in the North Sea. They have 7 boats. What happened to everybody else? Who's over in this area? You have 97% superiority over there. The only naval base we can see is this one, and it definitely has a Canadian troop there. So we have to wait for this big navy to get back over to this side to do an invasion. I'm just trying to see what can actually be done. Okay, well that's not working out, unfortunately. Okay, looks like some of them are deciding to leave. A massive... I'm surprised by the International throwing so many troops here. So maybe if we do land in Britain, they'll actually send some troops to reinforce us. Okay, apparently 100% naval superiority. Over here, everybody's still getting called into the war against the Georgians. Flanders have been called into the war. Like, I prefer these guys not to, like, die. At least, maybe let's try to get him out of here, at least for now. Oh no, the Canadians are leaving again. 4 hours. Let's do another attack. Because again, it looks like the Danish kind of suck. I mean, we're taking pretty bad penalties here. Which is definitely not great. And it looks like there are definitely Canadians defending that province. But actually, it does not look like anybody's defending Newcastle. So you know what? You stop. And edit this. So it's not for here. It's for Newcastle. Because at least looking at it, looks like there's nobody over there. We'll just do the invasion like as soon as they get back. Again, hopefully, yeah, we still have superiority over in this region. 1 million Entente troops are starting to show up. Okay, just please defend my infantry division so he doesn't just get stuck and die. Like, I'm the one who's trying to really push the war effort forward. My allies, all they're doing is dying horribly in mud in France. Like, I don't know how that's helping us at all. Okay, you ready to do another attack? In just a moment you will be. These guys are very, very weak, so that's why nothing's really getting done. When's actually the next level of naval attack? The answer was the question 1939, so I could have researched that a while ago. And chances are I probably should have. How bad are these areas? There are so many enemy ships now in the Norwegian Sea. They sank one of my planes. Suddenly superiority. I guess in the EI has realized, hey, there's so many, or at least how we're actually getting through here. There's another ship. Get over with Newcastle. It did seem like there wasn't really anybody there defending it. We got some reinforcements here. Iceland should be at least secure for now. I could, I don't... Oh, what happened? Austria intervenes in Second World Creek. Why would he do this? Like, this is so unbelievably bad. Like, look at this. We're with the Austrians right now. It does mean that... it doesn't look like any enemy troops on that border, but it is going to be very, very tough to come out of this situation. We're going to land in Newcastle. So many people are getting called in this war. So hopefully it'll mean that international forces will go into Britain. There we go. We've secured Newcastle. Now we have to defend Newcastle with our lives. Because again, like, you are so full of enemy ships right now that it is worrying. Oh, I'm amazed by how... I'm guessing because Switzerland actually pushed so far into southern Germany, Austria decided they had to intervene. Just actually the worst case scenario. Yeah, Polish troops are immediately pushing into Ukraine, into Belarus. It's a bad situation, to say the least. Of course, I can't move in this province. Like, if I move, I can just get killed. And right now, I'm actually considered surrounded if they do try to move into these provinces. Which, of course, is pretty bad for us. So can I send this troop anywhere? The answer to the question is super hot. We're actually in a... Like, it's kind of ironic that me invading Iceland actually brought the entirety of the International up to Iceland, which therefore brought the Reichspakt and the Entente to Iceland. So I've kind of screwed myself up in a way I didn't really mean to. It's Lysanda's province. It would be really nice if international reinforcements would reinforce me in Newcastle. You know, like the capital. Well, not the capital, but, you know, a major important place in our faction. I understand that, I think Ukraine's gonna capitulate too. Is anyone in my faction who's, like, not dead? Yeah, but no one actually matters. Like, what's Mexico gonna do? Absolutely nothing. Especially if the Defend Democracy, is that gonna be a joining? Population factor, Bill of Rights, American values, perfect union. Don't join into... Yeah, this guy's already taken some pretty bad penalties. I mean, he's got pretty high defense, but without reinforcements, that's not going to mean much. Okay, so they're already marching through all these provinces. Please send troops to Newcastle. Because I can't. Because I'm not suicidal like the AI is. And again, you can't, It's slightly easier to leave this province. But chances are we would just die along the way. Like, no questions about that. So, what can I effectively do? I think this guy in Newcastle might just die. Taking over Hull might be necessary. Like, we just haven't been here long enough for the AI to really prioritize this region. And I can't get the AI to do that. Do a last stand. Fight until you die. At least take out as many Canadians as you possibly can beforehand. Okay, you go to this province. Set up the front line right there with you in there. Delete that. Looks like some troops are deciding to leave. I mean, the defense should be strong because, you know, this is entirely an island nation. I believe he's been called into the war. At least take out as many Canadians as you possibly can. And I don't know what's going to happen with Austria. Austria's also in the war, but they're in their own faction. I'm assuming they're the only countries that are considered major in it, but how many troops does that faction have? Yeah, like, look at... I'm surprised they only have twice as much manpower as we do. Where's all our fielded manpower? Who has all these armies? The French have a lot. Ukraine also has a big army. Italy actually sucks. Like, they have basically nobody in their army at all. Yeah, the front line just basically grown. Russia... It's just at a standstill. They're not doing anything. How long is your last stand? Lasts for another 3 days. No, but you've been killed. Disappointing. How many men did you at least kill? The answer is only like 635. Okay, well, that not fantastic. Are these new troops ready to deploy? Not quite yet. Deploy them in Svalent or Scalent. When do you leave this city? In 3 days. Can I just kill you? Will that be easier? I know supplies are pretty bad right now. Just because, well, there's so many troops in the country. I really wish the British or somebody would just send like one division. Or not one division, like a handful of divisions to take over one of these provinces. Because if I did the same thing again, but I had like two... Or I think like 3 divisions in Newcastle and had at least 2 provinces, that probably would have been significantly better for us than one infantry that actually was at like half health. Got the Danish up here. We'll be able to take this province back soon. Yeah, but now there's a million enemy ships everywhere. Not in the Labrador Sea, nor in the North Atlantic Ridge. We can publicly recognize their government. No reason to leave the Third Internationale. We're slowly bombing German boats, but it's not really being that effective, I would say. But I do think it's going to be a good time to end this episode. Thanks very much for watching my Anthem. If you've enjoyed, my thumbs up. Now do I click thumbs down. Want to subscribe, and goodbye.